I'm Don Tyler. I'm president of Additive Social and host of a show called Yo. Additive Social is a multimedia company focusing more on social experiences, and in the 2020 pandemic, we shifted completely to a live streaming business model and focused more on live streaming production. So over the years, I've worked in a variety of areas throughout the entertainment industry, like directing music videos and commercials and branded content, to doing technical direction of live stream events. And when the pandemic happened and we got locked down, I wanted to find a way to collaborate still with people while we were kind of stuck in our homes. And I reached out to some friends of mine who are musicians, and I wanted to find a way to kind of create a live interactive music video remotely, like 2 locations. So through reaching out to a couple of friends of mine, started playing around with the idea of, like, starting a beat here in this location and then going and having the guitarist start in another location geographically, let's say in California, we're in Colorado. And as we played with that, I thought it'd be cool to kind of mix in visuals and using like technology, like VJ technology, like Resolume and stuff like that, to figure out a way that would be just a new way to do storytelling interactively in real time, because I thought that would be more rewarding to kind of go back and forth. So throughout this whole experiment in trying to build a studio, I took the time where I was locked down in the house, had nothing better to do, and rallied up some close friends that were much smarter than I am for a lot of things, and we kind of banded together and really like buckled down and tried to create this studio right here, which was actually nothing if you see it when we first started. And that was the genesis of a show called Yo. It was just the idea of creating stuff remotely in real time, both audibly and visually, and not have to be in the same environment, and utilizing new technologies like Unreal Engine and, like I said, VJ technologies like Resolume. We've set out to accomplish this goal, and we've done it. The reason why we chose a technology such as NDI is really quite simple. When I was setting out to build the studio, I was really looking for something that was the most versatile way to bring video into a production environment. And once I got over the technical aspect of IP video, NDI and BirdDog tools were by far the easiest way to do this. The reason really why we did it was because I use a lot of cinema cameras. I use Reds, Blackmagics, Sony FS5s, and I wanted something that could bring the quality of that sensor into a live stream. And yes, I know you can get it with capture cards, but when I was really looking at the computational power that I would need for the capture cards, I really decided that future-proofing it over network, video over network, was the way to go, and NDI and BirdDog were the obvious choice. This was a bonus, to be honest. Another reason why NDI became so powerful is because the ability to remote in and do stuff over TeamViewer and remote connecting, and during the pandemic, it was a way that we could kind of figure out how to bring video into our show. What's really exciting about a product like BirdDog Connect is the ability for a small studio like mine to remotely connect into other studios and remote produce content at scale. And that's just one of the many benefits of NDI. I can set up a virtual studio here and have my counterpart be in Arizona, and we can sit and have a discussion, light it the same, have lighting cues over network. The power that we can harness over a solution like NDI and BirdDog Connect, which it basically allows us to be the gateway of the NDI to come into our studios, it is a no-brainer. The current gear that we utilize in the studio, and I'm a disclaimer here, it's ever growing and we change it daily. But what we find to be the rock solid stuff that we use nonstop, we have 5 of the 4K Flex ins, and we have 1 of the BirdDog 4K quads. They're great. We use the quad to basically bring in a variety of cameras. We're bringing in a Red Raven, Sony FS5, and an old Blackmagic cinema camera, the original one, the 2.5K version. Great camera. Had it in my arsenal for a number of years, and like I said, when the pandemic happened, it was an amazing SDI camera with depth of field that was really, you know, gave you the ability to really bring a broadcast to life again. And like, this is a camera at the time you could get, not anymore, but at the time you could pick up for like $300 or $400 used. And a product like the 4K quad was really allowed us to breathe life into that, into a new live streaming environment. So we just lock it off as a face cam, and it's a great tool.